So this is 51S index, and we're on the 1 hour time frame, but we have to start from the daily time frame whenever we want to analyze the markets, whenever we want to look out for trade opportunities, working with this strategy. Yeah, so this being the daily time frame, the first thing we have to do is to have a bigger view of the markets. We zoom out of the chart so we can get the bigger picture of this index on the daily time frame. Identifying the market structure, because that's the first thing I look out for. That's the first thing I spot out on a higher time frame view. Yeah, so on this daily time frame, we can see the overall market structure, the overall market direction, which is clear that this index is on a downtrend. We've got series of lower highs and series of lower lows that the market has been forming. So we can still spot out the highs and lows for clarity's sake, but it's not really required. Looking at the chart alone, we can be able to tell that the market is on a bearish structure or the market is on a bullish structure. But we got this to be a high there, got a low, a high, lower low, lower high, lower low there, lower high, lower low, lower high. This is an equal low, equal high, I would say. Then price dropped further to create a new low, a lower low, a lower high there, and the market is still dropping. With the nature of this market structure, it's expected for price to break below this last lower low to form a new lower low here, to break below this last low to form a new low, which would be a lower low, then possibly retracement, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Just like that, it's confirmed that the market is on a bearish structure with series of lower highs and series of lower lows. The next thing we have to do is to spot out the historical levels and zones formed on this time frame and on this market structure. I've showed you guys how to spot out your historical levels, zones you have seen price react on in the past. We've had historical reactions. Price has either bought or sold on this level, bought and sold on this level as a support or as a resistance. These are basically past reactions on a zone, yeah, or an area. So you can see we got this buy reaction, price bought as a support, bought a support. So this is a historical level, that's a historical level, and we have another historical level at this point. The next one here, yeah, so these are the three major historical levels on this current market structure. And the closest historical level to where price is at is this level, the level of 4,395. That's the closest historical level to where the current market level is at. This is where the current market level, the current market price, yeah. And we got this historical level to be the closest level. And we could possibly have a level formed here. Let's just mark out these lows. Let's mark out this last low, yeah, because we can see we've got past buys on it. So there's still a possibility, not that you have to look out for any buy opportunity from here, but for reference sake, you should identify this level because there's a possibility of same price still react to this level for a possible buy. So the next thing we have to do is to proceed to the 4 hour time frame. We've taken note of two things right now. We've taken note of the market structure on this daily time frame charts, and we can see that the market is on a bearish structure, which actually means that the bears are in control of the market. We have more sell possibility from a bigger picture on this index, and we have two historical levels that are close to where price is at. We have this level, which is a closer level, the level of 3,320, and we have this other level, which is above the level of 4,395. So this being the daily time frame, we can't be looking out for any opportunity on this time frame. We still have to analyze further to the next time frame, the next standard lower time frame, which is the 4 hour time frame. Let's get more clarity on what the market is about to do and look out for possible trade opportunity on this index. So on the 4 hour time frame, we can see that we've got two structures, which we previously had a bullish structure at this point, where price created series of higher lows as seen here and series of higher highs, yeah, and series of higher highs. So this is a previous structure, a bullish structure. Then we can see we've got price shifts out of this bullish structure to a bearish structure, where we now got series of lower highs are seen and series of lower lows. So this means that the daily time frame structure, which is a bearish structure, and the 4-hour time frame structure, which is also a bearish structure, they align. This is giving more sell possibility. It's showing that the bears are in control of the market from the daily time frame, and they're still in control of the market on the 4-hour time frame. That's what this actually means. So let's just spot out the historical levels formed on this 4-hour time frame. So we have one of those levels at this point. When spotting these levels, make sure you are gauging the point where price has reacted on. You can see we've got this level based on the histories we've had on it. You can see price sold as a resistance, bought here support. We had these fake outs, buys, price dropped and bought. This little retest, support there, support at this point. There was a break, retest, price dropped, resistance at this point. Yeah, so this is a historical level, and we have another historical level here, but this level is far from where price is at, but we can still spot it out, and we can see the reactions we've got, the past histories we've got on this level. So next historical level we have is this level. We have a level at this point, because when we zoom into the chart, we would be able to spot out these little reactions. Price bought there, support. So before price gets to this daily time frame level, price should first get to this 4-hour time frame level, this 4-hour time frame historical level, and you can see the burst reaction on it. So there's a buy possibility from this point as well, based on past histories on a historical level. I'm not saying that I'm to look out for any buy opportunities at this point. We are still trying to analyze to be clarified on what the market is about to do next year. So having this level identified, we are trying to acknowledge this level as a zone which price could react to. So what do we expect of this index? The market structure is bearish on the 4-hour time frame, and it's too bearish on the daily time frame. So that simply means that we have to look out for potential sell points. We have to look out for potential sell zones on this index. So we have a level at this point as well. You can see the past histories, support there, support, resistance, price dropped before pushing up, but that was a reaction as well. We got price support, and this is a typical broken level of support now turned to resistance. If price can give a retest of it, if price can push up here, being that the market structure is a bearish structure, so you should just look out for sell opportunities. The daily time frame structure and the 4-hour time frame structure aligns, so we have to just look out for sell opportunities, spot out potential sell zones, and still acknowledge possible buy levels where price could possibly react on. Yeah, so having this level identified, we could see price push up here for a sell continuation, working with the market structure, and having this level of support that got broken, which is likely to turn to a level of resistance if price can give a retest of it. Because of the market structure, we have sell possibilities. Proceeding to the 1-hour time frame, because we can't conclude our analysis on this 4-hour time frame. We still have to analyze further so we can get clarity on this analysis. We can be able to simplify our entry points. As a day trader, I work with lower time frames for my entry point, like the 1-hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, in some cases the 15-minute time frame for potential entry points. So this being the 1-hour time frame, all we have to do is to spot out the market structure, but we don't really need to do much at this point, because we can see the bearish structure where price has been creating series of lower highs. It's still a bearish structure on this 1-hour time frame, still got a bearish structure, so nothing much. We have the sell possibilities overall, so I don't think we need to start spotting these trends. It's not really necessary. You just need to have a clean chart. So on this 1-hour time frame, we can start looking out for other blocks for entries. And we've got an order block here which price has previously reacted to. This is more like a rally based drop. Price tested the base, dropped the first time, dropped the second time, dropped here, and we still have another formation here, but not a perfect order block, but we can still work with it as a potential sell point, being that we have a historical level that is on this same zone. They are in the same zone. It's close to this order block, this historical level of resistance, which was a support previously. So there's a possibility of the sells from this point. Owing to that, this zone, if price can get to this point, is to look out for potential confirmations, because this other block is not that solid. The reason why I said it's not solid is because when we look closely at the base, we'll see that we have some gaps. I would have preferred these candlesticks that forms the base to be filled up, yeah, to be big bodied candles. Not really big bodied, but they should have more body than wicks. But I think we have more wicks, yeah, which is not that cool. But there's a sell possibility. Reasons of the sell possibility is because of the market structure, firstly. Secondly, is this historical level of support that is now broken, expected to turn to a level of resistance on the retest of it. And in addition to these potential entry points, which we have to get our entries from, a bearish order block. This is a drop-based drop order block pattern. So yeah, you have to go to a lower time frame if price can get to this sell zone. Remember, this is our sell zone right now. This has been our sell zone. We have to look out for confirmations if price can approach this sell zone. You could see price push up here to test this other block base, then we see the drop. Or we could still see price do what? Push up to test this historical level, then we get the sell. Either of these can happen. All we need to do is to wait for more confirmations here on the approach of this zone. And confirmations I'm to work with are reversal pattern formations on this sell zone. The reason why I work with reversal patterns is because they are market formations that indicate a change in direction from a rising market to a selling market, and from a selling market to rising market. This simply means that if price can be rising at this point, to be able to confirm that there would be a reversal, if price can get to our sell zone, we need a reversal pattern formation to be formed at this point to confirm the reversals, because it's basically a market formation that indicates a change in direction from a rising market towards a falling market, or from a falling market to a rising market. So reversal pattern formation we have to work with at that point, and you have to go to a lower time frame, the next two standard lower time frame, to look out for these patterns. So the next two standard lower time frame we have to go to is the 5 minutes time frame, because after the 1 hour time frame we have to look at the 15 minutes time frame, then the 5 minutes time frame chart. So on the 5 minutes time frame, we are just to pay attention to this zone. Remember, we've already marked out our sell zone to be this point, our sell zone to be this area, yeah. So if price can push up here, all we need to do right now is to wait, because trading is a waiting game. We have to just do analysis, spot out our trade zones and wait. I've been waiting throughout today. I won't take any trade, and I don't want to force any trade because I know I have an age and I have to be patient, wait for the market to get to my trade zones before I can take any trade. Yeah, so price pushing up here on this 5 minutes time frame, we have to wait for a formation of this kind, maybe a double top formation, which is a bearish reversal pattern, or a head and shoulders pattern to short this index. So this is a double top. For an example, our price forms the first high here and the second high. So our entries would come in on a break and close below the neckline of this double top on our sell zone. Remember, this is our sell zone. Yeah. So for a confirmation of these sells, because this will definitely be the market being on a rising phase, we want to confirm the shift of this rising phase towards a bearish phase to a falling phase, which we have to take advantage of for a sell opportunity. So either a double top formation or a head and shoulders bearish reversal pattern, where price pushes up from the left shoulder, the head at this point, and the right shoulder. So we have to wait for the break of the neckline to short, selling on a candlestick break and close below the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern. Either of these two patterns, we can work with them. These are bearish reversal patterns here on our sell zone for a confirmation on the sells, but the sells is definitely expected on this index. So that was my analysis on 751S index.